Here we go again. The wait is nearly over. Algeria host Botswana on Thursday evening in Tizi Ouzou. And the first thing I want to say is, please don't mess this up. I can't be going through this again. I'm getting a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm getting a bit nervous. Cameroon flashbacks, mate. Toko Ekambi, Gassama, Belmadi, Beliada. Let's put that to bed. Let's park that to one side. We've got a new challenge on the horizon, and that's Algeria against Botswana. There's still 4 games to go, so it's not the be-all and end-all, and we do have a 3-point lead and a very healthy goal difference at the top of the table right now. So maybe we should be a little bit more confident going into this one, and with our home supporters in Tizi, where we play well. Baraki seems to be a couple of issues there. Well, a big issue there at the moment. Nobody can actually play there, but we've never really made it a fortress. Tizi Ouzou, when we play there, you know, we've battered Mozambique, we've battered other teams. It seems like Liberia seems like a good ground for us to play in. So I'm hoping that we're going to get a very positive result in this match. So this is the situation to get you up to speed. Algeria lead the way at the moment at the top of the table, but plenty of teams in this group can still qualify, whether that be finishing in the first position or advancing to the second spot playoffs. Mozambique remain Algeria's biggest challengers in the group as of right now, but Botswana, who by the way have qualified for the AFCON, unlike Guinea in this group, Botswana will be in the AFCON. They've got Senegal, DR Congo and I think Benin in the group. They could quite easily come out of that. It's a good era of Botswanan football, and they've clearly got a good enough side that's managed to reach the best 24 teams in Africa by reaching the Africa Cup of Nations. So, obviously last time we played Botswana away during Ramadan, remember that game, we were all talking about it, 1 o'clock in the heat, going to Gaborone, and we managed to win 3-1 there. We got a bit lucky with some of the decisions, but it was also a bit unlucky with a goal that was disallowed for Botswana and then given. Can you believe that was 6 months ago, honestly? SubhanAllah, feels like yesterday, that Ramadan game. But we're home in the evening, under the lights, everyone's eating free omelette, the lot. We're all fully ready and all energised up for this one. So, in terms of this players and the team selection, it's not been a good week. As I've said before, when you see the squad, expect dropouts. Expect people to go, I don't really fancy playing today. Do you know what I mean? I've been playing Tottenham and Brighton. I don't really want to play Botswana. Well. The proof will be in the pudding, my son, because this is not going to be an easy game. When you get the first goal, I'll admit it's all right. But Algeria, we always seem to concede to the most random teams. Liberia, Niger, for goodness sake. Bolivia scored 2, I think. So you know what I mean? So you never know. And speaking of conceding goals, not 1 but 2 fullbacks have withdrawn. Now we know about Ray and Ait-Nouri. He was in the squad. Well, it's a bit weird actually, because he got injured against Tottenham after about 20 minutes with the ankle problem. He came off. Then he was named in the Algeria squad. And Petkovic said he's fine, he's training with Man City, he's going to play against Brighton. Then Ait-Nouri played Brighton. Not only did he start, he played the whole bloody game, played about 96 minutes against Brighton and City lost. And Ait-Nouri didn't play that well. Now, he's pulled out the squad to focus on recovering from that injury. So, I don't really understand. How can you be in the squad and then play and then be injured afterwards, but you haven't come off injured? So, it's a little bit weird, if I'm honest, but it is what it is. So, Ait-Nouri's not going to play. That leaves Hadjem to play left back. Well, no, he's also withdrawn. I thought maybe Hadjem was going to move on deadline day. He's been linked all window with a move from Young Boys Bern. He was linked to Lazio, he's linked to Roma, he's linked to Porto. But I've not seen a transfer materialise, and Hadjem is out. Now, what they've said is the mighty faff is that Hadjem is going to miss the Botswana game, but he's going to come back for the Guinea game. I don't know how that works. So our fullbacks now are Yusuf Atal in Qatar, Van den Kerkhoff in Belgium, and Kassef in Algeria, who's just played the Chan. And now I know people are going to tell me Tuba can play left back, and of course when we lost to Cameroon, Tuba did come on as left back and scored a header. So that's a good sign. Apart from losing the game, it's a good sign. But the fullback options are limited. So I think we're going to see Gendouzi play in goal, and it has to be Gendouzi in goal because he's the best of a bad bunch, if I'm being honest. Left back, I think he'll put Tuba. Kasef is giving me flashbacks of Ben Yada. And don't play Artar. Don't you dare play Artar left back again. Because that happened in Bleeder as well, mate. Vladimir, no. I think he'll go Tuba left back. Well, I would go Tuba left back. Ben Sebaini and Mandy. Well, it has to be, isn't it? Because he can't play Tuba at centre back if he's your left back. And God forbid he'll play two guy. So it's going to probably be Tuba, Ben Sebaini, Mandy. We could do his five at the back. He's not been afraid to do five at the back. And then right back, it's between Artal and Van den Kerkhoff. Now, obviously, people are going to say Artal is better. I get why. But if you play Artal and he gets injured, he misses the much bigger game. You want Artal playing fit and fresh against Guinea, respectively, not Botswana at home. So I get the argument of playing Van den Kerkhoff if you want to rest Yusuf, because you know what Yusuf is like. He's right back. He'll end up playing right wing. He'll pull his hamstring after about 30 minutes. He'll carry on when he should be coming off. He'll pull the other hamstring, and then he's out for 3 months. Right? Personally, I'd play Van den Kerkhoff just to rest Yusuf for the game away at Guinea and Casa. That's what I'd do. Midfield, obviously Benassa's not here. What a shame. We cannot afford Ismail Benassa to rot in Milan's under-23s until the AFCON. He will not play football, or competitive football, until AFCON if he doesn't leave Milan. Now, the main European transfer window has shut, but he can still go to Turkey. Trabzonspor, heavily linked. I mean, it's not great, but I'd rather Trabzonspor than the Milan youth team. Maybe Saudi. Oh, do you know what I mean? I feel for him. He's a top player. It's injuries. Injuries have killed that player, and that's the reason why he never had a real competitive spell at Milan. But having said that, we've got Badawi, we've got Ben Taleb. I'd be sticking those two in there together, not Zarouki. I think Badawi and Ben Taleb together are okay. One can play 6, one can play 8, either or. Against Botswana, you need a runner like Badawi. And then number 10, you can play Mazza. You can rest Awar for the big game against Guinea. I hear the argument to play Mazza. He might put Awar there. Shaibi can play there. Shaibi's even played as a number 6 and number 8 this season in the Bundesliga with Frankfurt. And in the front three, I think, is probably the easiest selection. It has to be. I do not want to see Baghdad and Yusuf Belaili. It has to be Guiri, Amora and Mahrez. Look, love him or hate him, Mahrez is the captain. He's going to play. And he's actually been in quite fine form this summer with Al Ahly winning the Saudi Super Cup. Mahrez on the right. Guiri and Amora can interchange left-wing striker. They can, mix and match it up. I like that. Amora is such a crucial player, and he's not started a Bundesliga game yet for Wolfsburg, so he should have a lot of energy. I don't want to see players like Belaili. I know people are saying this is a Baghdad-Bunjah game. How many games are we going to say are a Baghdad-Bunjah game? A Baghdad-Bunjah game is a stat-padding game when he has 10 shots, 8 sitters and scores 2 and looks good on paper. I do not want to see him. I do not want to see Belaili. No. And don't say I'm a hypocrite, because I did not say start Ben Rama. I didn't say that. I said start Guiri, Amora and Riyad. That's what I want to see. I don't want to be seeing Belaili, because this is what's going to happen. Belaili starts. He'll score 1. People go, oh my God, he's the second coming of Messi. He's got to start AFCON. We go to AFCON with Belaili starting. It all falls apart. It ends in tears, guys. I'm not having that. No. Guiri, Amora, Riyad. When you're 2-0 up, 3-0 up, then you put your Ben Ramas on, you put your Haj Musas on, you put your Ben Zias on. That's what you do. And you rest Amin and Mo Amora and Riyad for Guinea away. That's what you do. So, looking at Botswana, most of the squad play in Botswana, play Gaborone, play at Galaxy, Township Rollers. All of these guys are playing in local teams. One plays in Libya. We should be beating them. We beat them away. Botswana in the last World Cup game, they beat Somalia 2-0. So, they've got points on the board, guys. They've got points on the board. They've got 9 points. They're not out of it yet. We've got a job to do. No point is easy. And I don't care what anyone says. Nothing's a given. We've all been here 2022. We've all been here. We've been here. We've seen what's happened in Bleeder. Even 2010, when we qualified against Egypt and all that drama, look what happened. Again, we were 2 minutes from qualifying. Egypt scored to go 2-0 up in 2009. And then there had to be another playoff. Anything can happen with these guys. When we lost against Cameroon in Bleeder, with 40 games unbeaten, never lost in Bleeder, suddenly bang. So if Botswana win 1-0, wouldn't put it past us to do the ultimate bottle job. Having said that, I think this game's going to be fine. Guinea away is late next week is the worry, is the concern for me. But hopefully a packed out crowd, a packed out stadium, 8 o'clock kickoff. I think Algeria are going to beat Botswana 3-0. And don't worry about scoring loads of goals, guys, because the goal difference is already so much higher than the other teams in this group. I mean, Mozambique, we've battered them twice with 2 different managers. They're not going to catch us, are they? Surely. So, I'd rather win every game 1-0 than win 5-0 and lose the other one. That's how I see it. So, let's get the win. Inshallah, let's get the win. We always complain about the squad, but once the lads are at that tunnel on that pitch, we back them. We back them. Whoever's there, if Zaruki's on the pitch, Belali's on the pitch, once they're on the field, we want them to do well, right? It's fine. I could not want Belali to play, but when he's on the pitch, of course I want him to score. I don't want him to miss. That'd be ridiculous. So I think we're going to win 3-0. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. And yeah, like I said, lots more to come. We've had one game already today. Gabon have beaten Seychelles 4-0. What a win. They rested Aubameyang for the big one against Cote d'Ivoire. Gabon could be going to the World Cup. Will Algeria? We'll find out very soon.